I would definitely say the world building is what intrigued me in the beginning. I was so curious about these incredible worlds, but also the people involved are stellar. I'm having a blast working with this team. And of course, the concepts. Everything starts with the stories. This near future cyberpunk world has so many unique facets. I love that it's dystopian, it's utopian, it's terrifying, but at the same time, the ultimate message is always very hopeful. And it's just everything a writer could want to play with in a sandbox. It is so fun to build a world from scratch. I actually find it nerve-wracking with an established character because I get kind of lost in the weeds, trying to research for weeks or months about the character, and it just never feels like I'm fully prepared. But when you're building a world from scratch, it's all liberating and you feel like there's a much more creative vibe during this process. To me, it just feels like the handcuffs are coming off and you're being set free. I've really enjoyed diving into these worlds. I love the idea of a fall from grace and then building up with a redemption arc almost immediately. He was born with everything, but still battled demons and had to claw his way up from the bottom to recreate himself. There's something really interesting and truly inspiring about that. And I would say that is the reason why I was most attracted to this character from the very beginning. What can I say about Giuseppe? We have been a team and worked on a couple of projects together already. We did Synapse for Heavy Metal, and he's done the North Valley Grimoire for Whatnot Publishing. And he is a joy absolutely to work with. He has so much talent and a very loose, I would say almost cinematic style to his artwork. And we just vibe really well together, and it is so much fun to be able to work on projects with Giuseppe. I adore him. That's a great question. Sia is amazing. I love her to pieces. I've known her for over 10 years and we have been looking for projects to work together. So it was so cool to bring her in and work with her in Icon. She has a fluid, almost dreamlike quality to her illustrations, and she is so multi-talented. She can bring colors that are like bright superhero vibes, or do darker and edgier kind of horror vibes. She can do it all. I love Sia. That's a great question. Indira is basically the perfect character because she's a dichotomy. She's warm and loves the environment. She's altruistic, and in many ways, she's a real hero, but she's also a bit of a crazy cult leader. So it's always fun to have a character that you get to play in this like gray zone, where you have someone who is not entirely on one side or the other. And also there's the fashion. Spoiler alert, I guess. Okay, so Sterling is going to continue to evolve, and become even more self-aware. But he's also going to have to battle temptation. I really wanted to see him also battling demons that he tried to escape in his past. So watch out for that with Sterling. I would say Coco. The fashion, by God, the fashion is extraordinary. I've seen so many cool iterations of the way she looks and presents herself. And I think too, this character is really multi-layered, and there's a lot of different ways you could take her, and there's so much potential there that I would definitely say Coco is the one that I have my eye on.